Oh, we need to talk about Palantir, Mooten.
Let's talk about it.
How the fuck do these schools always manage to get my address and send me letters about my parking tickets? I don't know how they're tracking me from state to state, Mooten. This is ridiculous.
Oh my god, wait there. The schools you park at are sending you tickets?
What the fuck?
Is there anything they can do about it?
I don't know. Probably.
Just don't pay it.
No, what the fuck? And be a
If you don't pay it,
lawbreaker? A rule
there's literally
breaker?
nothing they can do. If you park there again, they'll tow you, but you're not going back.
Is that so?
Yeah. You're good.
That's what you think.
Shrimp Plaza even.
The fighting game community is crashing out. The new Street Fighter character, Alex, who is American, ends up marrying his cousin / stepsister and has a child with her. Look at the second image.
Who gives a fuck, man? Who plays this game for the story?
Cousins are siblings, no, parents, siblings,
Kids.
children.
Yep.
Who cares? Call me when they're banging their brothers and sisters. What is second cousin and third cousin? What's that mean? Is that by marriage?
It's like your cousin's cousin.
Isn't everybody's
think that would be
cousin's
like your-
cousin their cousin?
That would be like your mother's cousin's kid.
Oh. Does that matter?
No. Dude, I don't even know. I couldn't name a single second cousin I have.
Okay.
I sent you 3 links. I don't know if
Good.
you saw them already, but they're good.
Really? I was going to sit here and stare at the screen all day, but okay. What do we got?
Yeah, get to it.
Get to it. Get to it. Get to it. Oh, I started gymming yesterday again. I ran a 5K in 24 minutes. How jealous are you? Not my best time, but, you know, pretty good.
Okay. You fixed the thing with Dan?
Dan did fix the thing. So now I'm not
How
going to
did he
make
get
fun
it
of him
done?
for 10 days. I don't know. He put things inside the thing, and he took out the thing, and he fixed the thing.
He's a god.
Why? I was bro. You cannot look up anything on fucking Reddit for anything. I Googled yesterday. I was curious, like, what's a decent 5K time? And the people on Reddit are like 20 minutes is decent. Bro, I feel like it's pretty fast. You're pretty fucking in shape. What the fuck?
What subreddit were you in?
I don't remember, but I was saying like 15 to 20 minutes for a 5K. I'm like, what? Who are
You
these
must have been
people?
fucking like expert marathon.
Who are these
subreddit.
people? Jesus. 24 minutes is very... No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I could run a 5K right now, okay? That's if you are in shape. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that if you can run a 15-minute 5K, that's like... I don't know if I would say... like... Who the fuck competes in 5Ks? It's probably not winning you any Olympic medals. I think that's an extremely impressive... That's like a 5-minute mile for 3 miles. That's crazy. Mm-hmm. Oh, also keep in mind, I'm 5'8", bordering on
No.
5'7" and a
5'9".
half. So
You're
it's
5'9".
also longer. It's a longer run for me if you average.
Yeah, but you're better at lifting.
That's not true either. Tall guys cope on that. You're worse at everything. Just being short is just a worse life. Except we fit in cars better
You live
and go on
longer.
airplanes better. And live longer, yeah. A 5K is about 3.1 miles.
You see Hassan's going to Cuba?
Oh, he's floating right now.
I don't think he's floating, man.
Floating in first class.
Yeah.
Should measure distance in personal legs instead of generalized feet. True! If we're going to use feet as a measurement, it should be per the actual size of the foot of the runner.
True.
Shrimp-a-laz.
You'll have to move the finish line based on your height and where you're at.
Would you say proportionally, do you have average, short, or longer legs? Average, I guess? Short people take the same number of strides as tall people, at least in sprinting. Is that true? How could that possibly be true? That's the most cap shit I've heard. Absolutely no fucking way people are running near sub 5-minute miles as a standard. Everything you read online about lifting numbers or everything, it's like times 2 fucking everything. People be like, yeah, if you've been living for a couple months as a young man, you should probably be benching 315 for reps. Pretty easy. I would say maybe 3 or 4 months if you're not eating well.
People do that for like golf swings too.
Oh, I don't know fuck all about golf.
They do it for fucking everything.
Short guys can run further and work out harder. It's thermal dynamics, pal. People said that. 1, I don't believe it. And 2, when we looked up like all the competition lifters or whatever, they're all tall motherfuckers. Not super tall, but like taller. Like above average height. I still don't even, I don't know if I believe all the fucking lever arm bullshit or whatever. I think on a larger frame though, you just put more muscle on. And I think for muscle, the most important thing is like... Never mind. I was going to say something that was not relevant and retarded. The most important thing is cross-section as opposed to density or something? Something like this. Like, there's a reason why little kids are so fucking good at, like, the monkey bars and stuff. Like, I think little kids can do pull-ups and shit, but it's because their overall bodies are smaller, and the most important part, I think, about your muscles is, like, how much cross-section or whatever bullshit there is. So that's why kids can do calisthenics so much better. I believe. I read that once.
Why doesn't your background look as good as pChal's?
As whose?
Look at this. pChal.
I fucking hate this dude. Isn't this guy
Look at his fucking background,
he's
man.
European.
He's German, but he's really American.
Okay, this is an absurd amount of... Is that digital, or is he using a real lens for that?
He's using a real lens.
At what, f1.4? What is this?
Yeah.
Why'd you say yes to that? Are you just...
I'm pretty sure he's on 1.8 aperture.
Oh, you know what that means?
Hmm?
Bro, what is your f-stop, LeMayo? You are such a tryhard. Holy fuck. 1.8, okay. What a fucking loser. How far away is his background?
Right. What do you mean?
I don't even know what my lens, this lens goes on.
How far away? He's just in a room. I mean, room length, normal.
Oh my god, and I think his camera is set to auto fucking whatever. Is it trying to autofocus, or is it doing like a auto expose?
I think he is trying to autofocus.
Holy shit, it's set for auto exposure. What a loser!
He's a god.
Or no, wait, it might be autofocusing actually. What? Do you know?
It was focusing because it was focusing on.
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, I'm retarded. I just said another retarded thing. Fuck! I'm being retarded today. Because auto exposure wouldn't refocus the camera. That's not part of the exposure triangle. What kind of camera does he use? Is it a Sony?
He used a Canon. I don't know exactly which one.
Actually, if you take physics into account, shorter you are, stronger you are in relation to your size. It's the same reason that ants can lift 10 times their size. Is that why I can... It's really, really hard for me to pick up your mom with my arms, but I can hoist her right on my dick and she stays still? Boom! Wait. No, fucking God damn it! orders, sigma. I believe this is a 18 to 35 millimeter. Is it this one?
You have 18 to 35?
Yeah, why? Problem?
I have an E4 PZ 18 to 108. No, 105.
Is it? It technically goes down to 1.8. If you want to have, oh god.
If you want the blur, you have to have really good fucking lighting too.
Yeah, fuck off. Yes, no, that's true. The blur is a function of the f-stop, but the problem with having a low f-stop
Good morning, gamers.
is you can fall in and out of focus
mic
easy. And I think the counter to that is a longer focal length, right? So if you have a 50 millimeter lens at a 1.8, with the aperture set to 1.8, then you'll stay in focus easier than if you have like an 18 millimeter lens at 1.8, right? Is that correct?
I'm not 100% on that.
I think that's how it goes, because he's not falling in and out of focus. I feel like when the aperture is set that wide, you go in and out of focus just leaning forward and backwards. Like I was running into that problem in the studio.
Yeah, you gotta have a tight frame on it.
But the problem is I don't have enough room. If I were to do a 50 millimeter lens, I'd have to push that camera back a lot. I don't have the room for it. Push it back a lot. And it would hurt me to push it back that much. I'm sorry. I'm done.
What the hell are you doing, man?
What?
You said you were gonna bully Dan for 10 days, and you're
That
out
wasn't
here
about
Galen,
Dan.
man.
Oh, so you assume that my anti-Israel thrusts, my anti-Israel hand thrusts, are about Jews?
Well, my heart's going out to you right now.
The longer the lens, the easier it is to fall out of focus. Is that true? That's not true. I think it's the opposite. I'm pretty
I
sure.
think that is true. Because if you think about bird photography, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not taking like the whole fucking area. You're usually zooming in on the bird specifically. So like his camera angle, he's zooming in on him specifically, so he's getting the blurry frame easier. Where I think your setup, you're trying to show a lot more of your background. So I think it would be really hard for you to stay in focus.
I don't think.
Because you're trying to jump on so many things.
Sure. I don't think that should matter as much, though. I think if you have a longer focal length, like I could. Also, I want people to see the board.
Yeah, that's true.
I hate you. Hold on.
You need to move. If you want people to see the board, you need to move the fucking board to the left side. So you don't give a fuck about the board, do you? You got up.
Am I in focus? I don't think I fall out of focus that much here. No, that's out of focus. That's more in focus. The ISO's too high. I don't want to fuck with this right now. I hate you. I need a larger room. I'm in a bedroom. It's hard. How are you not peeing all day with all the Red Bulls and the vitamins? I peed like 3 or 4 times. How much should I be?
Pee like twice a day.
You do?
Yeah. I'm not a big piss boy.
Twice a day?
Yeah. One in the morning, maybe one at night.
Your white balance could be warmer. You look so white. Good! That's how I want to look. I want to be cold. Turn your living room into a studio. I need that 3-bedroom. Fuck, because I'm doing interviews and shit again too, and I'm not. I need this 3-bedroom. I wonder if I could turn my master bedroom into the studio and just use this room as my bedroom.
Bedroom?
I can do whatever I want. I forget that sometimes because I'm an adult.
I mean, if you want to live in the living room, you could.
Holy shit, I could. I should go back to the drawing
you
board of
lay
this
in the
whole
living
fucking
room.
apartment. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Your color grading
Don't the
is super
masses
cold.
make you think?
I just turn
You
on
gotta
the
live in a bedroom.
True. I just turn on the extended video section, which I think is for Rec 709, and then my white balance is always set like 52 or 56, whatever the sun bullshit is. I hate color. I looked up color grading once, and I was like, that's the part I'm not going into ever, or at least not for now. Apartment people, do you have? They never have 3 bedrooms. They had one 3-bedroom that opened up. That was actually fucking sick. It was like a 2-floor apartment, but it was $19,000 a month, and I was like, no.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, way too much. Do you live with another person? No, just me and the voices in my head, and your mom when she comes over.
Hold on, I'll look at your apartment. I know where it is.
Doesn't the apartment oh, I have that on my bookmarks bar. I check every morning. Doesn't the apartment hoa thing bitch about any of this? Bitch about this? No. Now will they bitch about my apartment downstairs when I get all my stuff moved out because I screwed in all those wooden panels or whatever? I don't know. I need to find out what my 60 days were put in actually for that.
2-bedroom, 3,300, and they were gonna charge $19K for a 3.
Oh no, it was like I think it was a 3 big bedroom apartment on the top floor, and then the bottom floor was like a whole living room, kitchen. It was a huge.
It was like a penthouse.
It was, I think, bigger than that. It was crazy. It was a 2-floor apartment, like 2 stories, like up and down. Like yeah, like you could literally, like what floor is your apartment on in the elevator? You go to like 8 or 9. Like and it's just like yeah, there are 2 entrances and everything. Yeah. Why are you getting rid of the downstairs studio? Well, I wasn't shooting out of it for a long time, enough to justify it. And I think I would just rather have a 3-bedroom apartment and then just have the studio set up in my apartment so I wouldn't have to transfer and everything. And then before, I think it was kind of to provide a little bit of a shield from getting doxxed and everything. But now that the cops visit me every week anyway, I figure, what the fuck, who cares? January, February, March, April. Okay.
Do you need a 3-bedroom?
April. Next month is April, right?
Yep.
Okay. My move out date is April 1st. Oh shit! I gotta move all those shit. Why are we watching pChal? Because he's a fucking nerd. Move out date. Do you think it's ever possible to get a place and not get it doxxed? Probably not.
It's possible. But you'd have to do some retarded shit.
So I think somebody who either owns or was a co-owner or runs one of those bad doxing sites, I think, or, I don't know what his role was, but he was like I think he was a fan of mine, but he emailed me once because I was talking about the site and I was talking about doxes and stuff on stream. And he emailed me and he told me that, I don't know how true this is, maybe it's bullshit, but he said that one of the ways that people gain access to a lot of people's doxes is unfortunately, sometimes there's just a lot of like local infrastructure, network-wise, that's just exposed to the internet. And if you have like certain passwords or whatever, there's just like tons of databases of like, sometimes like driver's licenses or random insurance information that is just kind of like always exposed, or databases that have been dumped and then stored on places on Tor, on the darknet or whatever. And so even if you do everything you possibly can to hide your address, like if some DMV database gets dumped somewhere, it doesn't matter. You're just fucked, yeah.
When you have to do something retarded, like open a company and then put it as the company.
I mean, I kind of have that already done. Like I have a registered agent with an RA address in, I don't know, Fort Lauderdale or something. But like my driver's license has to be, I think, my home address. Like something has to be in my home address. Like I'm registered to vote and all that. You can probably you might be able to dox me by just looking at my name in Florida.
Just your registration to vote, right?
Florida registered voter lookup. Oh, they won't be able to find this because you need my first name, last name, and my date of birth, which should be top secret. Oh, yeah, nice.
No one knows that.
Well, forgot I just said that. Huh? Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, so, based. King.
Oh, did you?
You mean DGG. Oh, look, and it says I'm registered as a Democrat. And I'm active! That's right. I care about our elections. Did you see that Tabor signed with the Miami Dolphins? Yeah. Why do you think he got in?
I made a call.
No luck moving out of Florida? Well, now Tabor's coming. So maybe I'll stay. Who knows? You can have your license on your address be a P.O. box? Is that true? Usually places forbid stuff like that. Like, you can't list a P.O. box as an address.
You can't list your residential address as a P.O. box for voting.
Also, didn't help your ex-wife show the apartment complex name day one on her stream. Oh, maybe. I don't think it matters. I think people find shit anyway.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah. When are we going to watch Gun and Wing since it's all officially on YouTube now? Man, I'm going to be honest. Shonen from my childhood is very cringe if you rewatch it as an adult. We just don't watch that, okay? You know what? Is this a hot take? Oh, wait. How old are you again?
29 now?
I feel like... Oh, man. This might be a super hot take. No, maybe. I feel like I might have missed out a bit. When I grew up, the... capital T, capital H, capital E, the shonen was DBZ. I feel like Naruto might have been better.
I missed Naruto too. I didn't watch it.
Because I had DBZ.
That was DBZ. Yep.
And it feels like the Sasuke guy is maybe like a better Vegeta, and Naruto is like kind of a Goku. I don't know any of these characters. I just see clips or whatever. Like
I've never watched any of it.
It might be better than DBZ. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think DBZ is that good.
Well, I mean,
So
like
it's not a high
for
bar.
it's like a superhero movie, like for Shonen Slop. But no, that's true actually. Even for Shonen Slop, I don't think DBZ was necessarily that good. I think you just grew up with it. Do you have any? Dude, it was so traumatizing watching. Did you watch TV? Right? That sounds weird to say.
Yeah.
Like. Some of you guys are young. You're not going to know this, okay? Television, we didn't have DVRs or anything, okay? And you didn't really know what was coming next on the TV because like the internet just wasn't really a thing. You didn't know anything, okay? It was just like we had to go sometimes to channel 7. Oh my God! Hold on.
Oh yeah, to go see like the whole scrolling list, right?
To wait and see the scroll. I think because this was the same. This was the same channel that
TV
had
guide.
school closures. I think as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you had to wait for this shit to see when.
Yep.
Well, I wonder what's going to be on channel 51 in Nebraska's Cartoon Network.
This is the preview channel.
Oh my God, this shit.
And if you're up late at night, you can see which one is like showing the softcore porn.
Jesus.
College football fans.
But with the way the anime worked was there'd be, I don't know if they were cut off precisely at seasons, but there would always be an episode where once the anime caught up to a certain episode, then the next episode it would rewind like 30 episodes. So as soon as you got to that episode, you all like crowded around the TV, okay, and you were so nervous and excited for when DBZ would come on or whatever anime you're watching because you didn't know if it was actually finally going to advance the season, show the next episode, or if it was going to rewind again 30 episodes. You're like, fuck. Was Toonami after your time? No, Toonami started up during my time. I was the Toonami child.
With the robot?
Yeah, Tom, I think was his name, yeah. And then the worst was when sometimes they would reshuffle the anime blocks for Toonami, and the anime started at like it was like 3 o'clock. So if you had after school extracurriculars, or if your school got out at like 3:30 and they reshuffled it, sometimes your anime would just be during school, and then you were fucked. It was over.
Okay.
You would just never, ever, 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 ever get to watch that anime until they reshuffled it, hopefully in the future. Right as Goku.
That means the West
arrived, that's
Coasters
not
must have
true.
been really fucked.
Shit.
It's
were they?
3 for you.
No, because I think it would
started at
actually
noon for
show
them.
at different times for them. Like it would be the quote unquote same time, but it would be 3 hours earlier or later, whatever, because it would be in their time zone. Would it be or would it not be?
I don't think that's how TV worked.
Wait, yeah, true. Why would I say that? That can't be how TV worked. It would have to show at the same time for everybody, right? Oh no, it would be the same time. Yeah, because it would say like 9. It would say like 9 EST, 8 CST, or whatever. The Namek Saga. All of the Yeah, DBZ was a pretty shit anime, to be honest. Never mind. It was pretty bad. But we grew up with it. We had to love it, you know? Who was hotter, Raven or Starfire? I think that just had to do with if you preferred like e-girl goth girls or you would grow up to like blondes. That was the Starfire Raven division early in life. Rewatch it. DBZ is actually good. No, I think DBZ is
It's not.
There's a lot of filler in that anime. Wait, they aired the California stuff 3-hour delay. I had the channel on our satellite.
No fucking way.
No, it must have aired at the same time.
It
But that can't be,
must.
though, because then what? You would air some anime at like 7 p.m. for some people? No, it must have been at different times. Like in the physical world, it was at different times.
I don't think it's how it worked for anything else, though.
Well, not for like live stuff, maybe like games, right? Oh my God.
Definitely
Are you caught
not
up
for
on the
fucking
pit?
games. Not caught up yet, no.
How did you?
We've been watching Survivor.
Are you one episode
on
behind or
season
2
2.
episodes behind?
We're like on episode 3
Oh, season. Wait, you're watching Survivor?
of season 2. Yep.
The reality TV show?
We try to watch it every
Oh my
fucking
God.
time it comes out.
They had the most unrealistic scene in the pit. The last episode, or was the one before that? That one kid is supposed to be from Nebraska, and he talks about going to a Storm Chasers game. Nobody watches minor league baseball in Nebraska. That was the most unrealistic thing. I remember. I feel like I was like
Huskers.
9 years old when we had. They were called the Royals, the Omaha Royals. I remember because the closest I ever came to killing myself in real life was going to a baseball game with my grandpa, and it was the most boring experience ever. Back then, guys, you had the raw dog life. There were no iPods. There were Game Boy sucked. There was no cell phones. You were just locked in. Wherever the fuck you went, that's where you were. Whew, and it was painful. Oh my God, it was so boring. Yeah, and then they
But
renamed
people were probably better.
What do you mean better?
They were better for it.
Maybe for you. That can be your burden to bear. Going to dance recitals, motherfucker, 4-hour dance recitals with my sister twice a year. I don't know how I survived. I almost had a PTSD response.
Do you remember going to church?
Yeah,
I don't know how I survived that. That shit's crazy.
Especially for Catholics, because we have to kneel and stand and everything so much.
That was a whole fucking day thing, too. Your
was a
Sundays are
whole
cooked if you go to
thing.
church.
I felt so bad for... I had my first, like... Generally, I'm, like, in touch with the kids, because just kidding. Stop! I generally, like, I remember what it's like to be a kid and everything. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to blow up Nathan too much or whatever. We had to talk to Nathan about... Because sometimes he skips his class. And, it's probably the first time I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, why are you... Don't do this. Just go to school. And he's like... And, you know, like, teenagers, they get, like, very moody. And they're like, and I'm like, why are you crying? What are you upset about right now? And he's like, nothing. And I'm like, you're clearly upset. Why can't you just tell me what you're upset about? Why do you have to be autistic like I am? He's like, I'm not upset. I'm like, okay, well, can't you just like go to your class? Why do you have to skip this? Why would you fuck your whole life up right now for no reason? Like your computer, internet will be there afterwards. They're like, you don't understand. And I'm like,
Brother, I understand.
I'm like, I do understand. I had a PTSD response when I dropped you off for preschool or kindergarten the first time. I was like, damn, this motherfucker's about to be in school for 20 years.
Rip.
Holy shit,
Good
that
luck,
sucks.
dude.
But why would you? Don't fuck your life up. Go to class, motherfucker. Or you're going to boot camp. Just kidding. Anyway, yeah.
But how do you even skip a class? Like, I never really skipped class. I mean, unless you're just skipping the whole day.
I went to private high school. And in private high school, when you're late to your first class, you get a fucking detention. These public high schools, these kids are doing some wild shit. Wild shit. I don't know. Yeah.
Like, I've left early, I guess, but that was with, like, I don't know. I guess, like, if I'm sick or whatever. I don't know. It was a whole thing. You'd have to get, like, your parents' approval to leave early. And if you didn't come in too often, they'd call you fucking tardy and then threaten to call the cops or something. I don't know.
Did I ever tell you? I think I told the story on stream before. When me and it was the kid who stole my PSP. His name was Stosh. Stanislaus? Is that a real name? We called him Stosh. Where me and him, I can't believe this is a real thing. I don't know how I did so much retarded shit as a kid. Where me and him drove to, it was Marion, because that was our sister, all-girls school. I called the dean to impersonate his girlfriend's dad so that we could pick her up early from school, so that we could go off and go hang out.
You impersonated the dad?
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck, because I must have sounded like a fucking kid on the phone. But I remember we did this whole ass thing. I remember they because a teacher, somebody walked her out, and Stash was hiding in my backseat of my 95 shitty ass yellow Dodge Neon, and then they saw me there. And they were like, hey, we're releasing her to whatever. And I was like, oh, this is my sister. I'm her brother. I don't know how the fuck I got away with that. They just didn't give a fuck. Jesus. I think that and the pillow car thing were probably the dumbest things I did as a kid. If Nathan did that, I would definitely murder him or ground him.
We're back.
Be careful. Watch DBZ abridged instead of the anime, better use of your time. The shit that used to go on YouTube or whatever. The pillow car story. I had my Dodge Neon was just fucked in so many different ways. It was just there were just so many things fucked with this car. And at some point, it got to the point to where what I would have to do is I would park the car up on a hill because the battery, it must have been what do you call it, like a hot fuse or an open fuse, or something was leaking electricity somewhere. Something was on all the time that shouldn't have been, that was never turning off, and the battery would always die overnight. So what I would have to do is I have to park the car on the top of a hill, and I think you can, I don't know, can you still do this with manuals? But what you do is you would push the clutch in, and then you'd put it in first, and then you would unpop the e-brake, and then the car would start to roll, and if it was rolling fast enough, you can let go of the clutch, and then it'll start the car when the gear catches, and you just have to make sure you gas it so it doesn't die. And this is how I would have to start my Dodge Neon for a while. And then at some point, what happened? My transmission broke. I think I tried to switch it into a gear, and it just didn't switch. And then no, that was a different thing. No, this is the time I tried to start it, and for some reason I couldn't rolling start it. I don't know what broke on it, but I couldn't roll and start it, but it was fucked. But tow trucks were $75, okay? Ain't nobody got time for that bullshit or the money for that bullshit. And I needed to get my car to an Amco station off of, I want to say it was north, it would have been east of, it would have been around 25th and Fort Crook Road. And I was coming from 25th and Capehart. If I had to guess, maybe a 5-mile drive. And I had the genius idea. This is just so unbelievably retarded. But I had the ingenious idea to I had a friend, Alex Molini. He's the guy that plays piano and the saxophone fucking Ocarina of Time thing that we recorded in that church. We pushed my car out into the middle of the parking lot outside of it was Targaryen Senior Residences is where I live with my grandma in the old people, whatever place. So my car is in the parking lot, and then his car is behind me. And then I called him on I don't even know what fucking phone I had. And then he picked up. We duct taped pillows to the front of off of his bumpers. And then he pushed my car. So I would drive in the front, and he would gently push my car with his SUV about 5 miles to the whatever the fuck. I don't remember what car shop we took it to. But this has got to be one of the dumbest things I've ever done in my entire life. Yeah, I remember the craziest part of it was the left. It was like a left turn intersection. I think it was, it's a big intersection. There used to be a huge Walmart there. It's like something off of Fort Crook. Can I look this intersection? 25th and Fort Crook Road, Bellevue? I think is a city, right? Bro, I'm not gonna be able to fucking find this shit anymore. What the fuck? Wait, what is this? This is not Nebraska. Where's Highway 370? Cornhusker was north or south? Wait, where am I? Hold on. I will find this. No, I will find this. Okay, 72nd and... Aw, Kia would drive me up this road to school. What a time to live. This is 370, I think. Did they rename this? Strategic Air Command Memorial Highway. Wow. This whole place. This is so crazy. I would like, oh my God. We would just like sit on, this is all grass. None of this existed like 25 years ago. All of this area was just grass. Damn, I don't know if these existed either. I think this is called Shadow Lake now or so. Oh yeah, Shadow Lake Town Center, yeah. This whole area is not developed. Okay, hold on. Where were we? South Ridge Apartments. Did they rename these? I think they were called Targaryen Senior Residences, which is kind of weird given Game of Thrones, but everything looks so flat. It's the Midwest, dog. Oh, Fort Crook ran north-south. Not east-west. Hold on.
I'll be back in 30 minutes to an hour.
You better hurry the fuck up.
Store.
We got shit
I'll hurry,
to do.
Sir.
Wait, where are you going?
I know. Coffee and then to a plant store that's nearby.
You're getting more plants? How many do you fucking need?
We're gonna look at them. I don't know. I might need another for my background or two.
Okay, be careful.
I'll be back.
Okay, how far north on Fort Crook? Fuck. I don't know how much of this has changed. It couldn't have changed that much. I feel like it was around here. Anyway, there was a huge... the scariest part of this drive was the big intersection. It was a big intersection on Fort Crook. I have it in my mind. I feel like it's directly south of the I-80 exit. Huge intersection at Fort Crook. I wanted to make it, and he didn't want to go, but I felt like... it would be too hard to make like a left turn on like from a red or whatever. I don't know why. There's a reason why I had this, why we had to go. And I remember he pushed me through, but he stopped at the stop where the light was. And I sailed through this fucking intersection completely on my own. No power steering, no nothing. And then I just my car just floated through until he managed to catch back up. Every time a cop would come, there was only one, but like we would have to say, okay, back up or slow down, so that my car would be like ahead of his, so it didn't look like he was pushing me. That was some shit. Fuck that car. Fuck that piece of shit car. I'm just kidding. I love my Dodge Neon. No, it's not I-80. It's I-29, I think. I think you get off on I-29, and there's an exit onto... Fuck, I wish I could remember what it was. If I was driving there, I could find it. It's just not... I've never looked at it on a map before. Whatever. Did you ever do vandalism? I don't think so. The worst type of stuff I did, I think I mentioned this. I think we were like 6 years old, and we would all run outside of our apartment complex, and we would like... call the 911 and then I'll run away from the phone and do that over and over again, like dipshits. I mean, people on the road know when you're doing some stupid shit like that. Probably safer than usual. Yeah, maybe. I don't think anybody gives a fuck. People just do their thing, you know? Talk about your instrument story? Where somebody broke into my car and they stole my car stereo and my shitty saxophone. I used to I would go to UNO, but I had so many parking tickets. I was afraid that they were going to boot my car. So instead of going to the actual parking lot, I don't know if all colleges are like this, if colleges just troll the fuck out of their students by never having enough parking, but you could park at, it was Crossroads Mall off of 72nd and Dodge, and there was a shuttle that ran back and forth. And I guess my the final ensemble of the day. Was it jazz? It might have been jazz. Got out later. It's like 3 or 4 o'clock or something. And when I got back to the mall, my car had been broken into. And they stole my shitty sax and my stereo. And then when I put in an insurance claim for the saxophone, they asked you, what was the sax? What was it worth? And I was like, can I just put anything here? And I just put like I don't know, some Yamaha $5,000 something. They just cut me a check for it. And I thought, I'm fucking rich. And then I bought my Reference 54, the thing behind me. Based. Oh God, I remember not finding parking and missing class. How could you not find parking? The whole street is parking if you've got your hazard lights. You just park on the side, throw them on, and run into class. Was it you that told a story about how you called a kid retarded because he was holding some animal by the tail, and the kid was actually retarded? Did I? Have I? I don't remember that story. The park anywhere lights. Yeah, that's what your hazards are for, bro. The craziest thing I saw in Omaha, a random car on fire in the middle of the road with not a single person around at like 9 a.m. That's pretty weird. I think the weirdest thing I've ever seen on the streets before, one of the times I was visiting and hanging out with V, we were walking to a theater to watch a movie. I think I told the story before. We were walking to a theater to watch a movie, and then there was it looked like a lady had hit a guy on a bike, on a motorcycle, or it might have been a car accident, like a fender bender car accident. And these two people were arguing over whether she needed to go to an ATM to get money to give this guy. And it was a smaller intersection. They weren't blocking everything, but it was like a kind of a block. And I remember we watched the movie, and then we went walking back to her apartment like 2 hours later, and they were still there having the exact same argument. And I wasn't sure if it was like performance art or something. I was so confused. What did the Tinder date stop sign crash happen? That was so awkward. That was right outside my house off of Hillsdale. That intersection was, there's an entrance to I-80 off of 42nd. It would have been off of 42nd and not Hillsdale. What was the street up there? It was probably not Center or Grover, because I think I was further south than that, right? Hold on. Damn, I'm not used to looking at Omaha on a map. Okay, 42nd. No, that's 24th. You would take I-80 to the 42nd Street exit. Okay. And then you would go south. L is up here, so I would have lived up here off of Hillsdale. Right here. This is my old house. Oh my God! Oh, look who lives there now. Science is real. Black lives matter. No human is illegal. Love is love. Women's rights are human rights. And something is everything? Wait, what does that say? Oh, kindness, everything. Okay. Good job. Whoever these people are, good job. We have seen this before. Listen. Well, hopefully it's updated and they still live there. Oh, it says June 2022. Are you sure the strangest thing in the world was De Laguna running up to you? I thought I was high. I thought it was something. My mind was blown. That's probably will be the most shocking thing for a long time in my life. Holy shit. Hillsdale, 42nd. Oh, it's probably this. This would have been the intersection. Damn. Is that big concrete flat surface next to the house parking? Yeah, there's like a hall here that people can rent out for shit. This is where the deaf people all knocked on my door once. And I thought I was getting invaded by zombies. Because apparently when I put my e-brake on my GTI, I guess I didn't put it on enough or something because my car rolled it had rolled from this parking spot into like a car right here. And so they all came knocking at my door, and it was like 12 people at my door were like, oh, and I was like, and I just woken up because they knocked on my door. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What's the story about the old woman getting signatures for some stop sign or something? Well, I don't want to show my current house on map, but basically there's an intersection near my house that is an annoying stoplight that was going to be replaced with a stop sign, which is based. But then some old lady was going around the neighborhood with a petition to save the stoplight for children's lives or some bullshit. And then they saved it, yeah. Adjusting the e-brake is easy as hell too. You should always your car should always be in first. I don't know why. I guess back then I just didn't do it. But you should always just have your car in first when you park. What year was your GTI? I think 2007. Volkswagen GTI. I think it was a 2007, yeah. First gear or reverse if you're on a downslope. What? Just put it in first. Or any gear. Why put it in first? First has the highest amount of inertia? Something like that? That sounds right. Owning a car when you are poor is probably one of the most stressful things ever. It's almost better to just ride a bike. I don't yearn for those days back. I mean, if you can, I guess, but how do I make this thing go top down again? Why? I don't need to be fucking playing The Sims. I don't need this slanted view. What the fuck? Oh, there we go. There's no way I could ride a bike to work. Because I was commuting from, it was 42nd and Hillsdale here, and then I'd have to go east on I-80 into Iowa, and then fuck, where's the casino? It's right after you go to Iowa, right? Hold on. Is this 29? Did I have to get on 29 to go to the casino? I don't remember. Fuck. Oh, Sap Bros. Oh, this is where I would sleep when I was homeless for a month. Sometimes you'd wake up and there'd be like truckers fucking staring at you from their big ass fucking cabins. I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. So the casino has to be near here, right? Wait, where the fuck is it? Is it in here? Is it in this block of things? Am I losing? Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, it's right here. The horseshoe. Makes sense. Are you homeless? I was just between places because I broke up with my ex. And then I was starting to date Rachel, but she lived with her parents. One of the times I snuck over at her house, her dad got home early. And he got a shotgun. He said he would kill me if he ever found me there again. So we had to get an apartment. And I don't want to go back to my ex's apartment. Fuck that. Well, technically our apartment, I guess. But then we found a new place on, I think off of 108th and Maple. But they weren't ready for moving for a month, so just hung out in my car. Practice. Played my saxophone in my car. Sometimes I would shower at Kyle's. Or I think it was the Sap Bros. You could go in and take a shower. And then I would work, go to class. Dumbest driving mistake you've made? Probably I've hit 2 signs in my life. One time, I guess I should have said something earlier on this, but I mean, we were kids, so it was dumb. My girlfriend in high school, Catherine, would do this stupid thing. I don't know if she thought it was cute, but if she really wanted me to like go somewhere or take a turn, she would like reach over and like pull the wheel. And I would get like kind of irritated. I probably should have said like, you need to stop this shit. But something happened. I don't remember if she pulled the wheel or she just said, oh, we need to go right here, whatever. We were driving somewhere. And I definitely, there was no way we were turning right in time. And then I think I ate a stop sign. I think it was like 17 or something. And then The closest I've ever come to dying was definitely, I think most of you know this story, but I had rented a 911 Carrera to do my drive through New Zealand on the South Island. And we were driving to it would have been the Milford Sound. What a fun, beautiful drive with an amazing, beautiful car. My God. I'm trying to think of what is it the Milford Sound? Milford Sound? Whenever you see those stupid car commercials where the roads are like, woo, 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 like you need a performance car, but this is like these roads. And this is just a stunningly fucking beautiful country. And there's like nobody there. Nobody lives in this place. Like in America, when you find beautiful places, there's like 1 billion people that live there. But here, there's just nobody. And I remember driving there and back. And then afterwards, we rented, because I only had this Carrera, I think, for 2 or 3 days, because it was like $800 a day for this rental or whatever. And then I think the next day I had a Mustang. And I went to take a turn. I was still in Carrera mode, I guess. And I slid off the road. And I just like stopped there for like 20 seconds because like we were definitely like on the edge of a mountain. I was like, I could have just died. We could have just died. What a horrible, horrible time. But I got super spoiled driving that Carrera. Oh my God. Have you ever was so tired that you didn't defrost windshield and drove like you're a tank in the winter? Oh, actually, fuck those two moments. The most dangerous, stupid shit that I've ever done driving, 100% is driving tired. Whoo, leaving the casino and driving tired. Not good. But the second was who's okay, whatever. Pretend you're inside your car. Who's ever driven? And then this is the snow. And then you either get out your snow scraper or a credit card and you do the legendary visor. And then you drive tank mode. This is easily the most retarded shit. Oh, man. Woo! You scrape it off because who the fuck is going to sit out there in negative 20? And the problem, too, was there were days when it was so cold. I feel like this is not possible. Or maybe it would just take hours. But there were days where it was so cold that I don't think my engine would warm up on idle. Like if I turned my car on and I left it sit there for 15, 20 minutes, it wouldn't get warm. Like the temperature gauge on the engine would still stay at like it hadn't moved because the needle, it needs to be at a certain temperature before it starts going up. And if it doesn't get hot enough, your defrosters won't work because I think it takes the warm air from the engine, I think. Or my dad told me that a long time ago and I believed it and I've never looked it up since. But yeah, the engine would never get warm enough for the defrosters to work, so. Please don't talk about temperatures. You think a PC can heat a room. Nice. Good troll. Also, the side windows are completely covered in ice, so you can't check for cars at the intersections. Oh, you check out your tank visor. You just like look left and right. And then you pull out very, very slowly and you pray every time. You're like, no way would somebody hit me knowing that I'm pulling out so slowly, right? You ever do this and then the inside of your windshield starts steaming up? Yeah, I think, I'm going to be honest. I think if I should have spent some time studying. It would have taken all of 10 minutes. I do not know how steam and defrosting and all that shit works. The physics of that always eluded me. The days where you would fight with this, and then depending on how much it worked, or what if I had done class and work that day and I was so tired, I was like, oh, fuck it, dude. Jesus, take me. I'm not going to fuck with this. I don't know why my shit is fucking steaming up. I got my windows down. I got my defrosters up. I got the air recycler turned off. I've got all the buttons. I don't know why the fuck this shit is fucking steaming. I don't know what phenomenon in the natural universe can explain why the fuck. And it's like, and it'll be some shit where it's like you turn your shit on and it's like steamed up here and then it starts like unfogging it down here. And then as the unfogging reaches up, it starts to refog it down here. And I'm like, take me. I'm ready to die. I can't fuck with this right now. I just want to die. Fuck me. Kill me. How'd you feel about driving in England? You mentioned some tiny roads. And yeah. Oh, driving through Wales is crazy. First of all, I drove from because if I go to places and I have time, I like to drive because I feel like driving. One, I enjoy driving, and then it's just I feel like I get to know the people. I drove from Cardiff. I always want to call this Cardiff. Oh look, it pops up. Hay on Rye. First of all, okay, not to say anything about the bongers. I mentioned this before. This is a very, very, very beautiful country. Holy shit. I was like, I thought, because I've usually when I go to England, I'm just going to London over and over again where it's kind of gloomy and it's raining all the time. Oh my God, this is like lush. Beautiful greens and just cute. Everything is adorable. The little houses and the cars and everything else. But the roads, I'm driving on this like single lane road and I feel like my car barely fucking fits. And then the grass is like taller than my car, so you can't see anything. And then there are cars coming from the other direction and it's not actually a single lane road. It's a 2-lane road. And it's not like the rest of Europe where when I'm in the cities in Germany, even, no offense, Germans, and especially through Sweden, these motherfuckers are like 40, 50 kilometers an hour everywhere. It's the slowest traffic in your life. Not in fucking Wales. These guys are hauling ass down these roads. I feel like I'm about to die every time a car passes me. And then and then also like my shifter's on the left, and I've got to keep my car more to the right that I'm used to because my driver thing is on the right. And I'm like, what an adventure. Oh my God. Whew. What did you think of Oregon? I feel like the whole Pacific Northwest, I've always said, is super beautiful. All of this area, Seattle. I guess I haven't been out in Oregon more, but in Washington I have. I'm behind in VOD, but Goku is one of the greatest protagonists ever. He was a complicated character. He was both an absent father and a universe-saving hero. I don't think Goku was complicated. I think the writers just changed their mind all the time about what they wanted him to be. Like, sometimes they want him to care about his family, and then sometimes they want him to just be, like, a guy who is obsessed with just being the best warrior, and then other times he's, like, genuinely emotionally driven, and they go between these things without any air of consistency. I think the main idea for him was he just needed to be like a person who wanted to be the best fighter ever, and that's all he cares about. But then there are times where it's like, fuck, we need to have like an emotional hook to this plot, so let's kill Krillin. And it's like, okay. Despite the roads, UK drivers are still safer than US drivers, I guess. I don't know what this says. No sabes lo que estás diciendo. You do not know. You don't know if you're what. I don't know what diciendo means in English. Oh, you don't know what you're saying. About what? Okay. You've never been to any national parks? I don't think so. Vegeta's character is way more consistent in Destiny, except the Bulma relationship, which just happened. Yeah, I don't know why that. I don't know. Don't know. We don't think about that. Zoom in on East Hastings. I've walked through East Hastings a few times. Those are my zombie brothers. I feel like somehow Vancouver shuffled all their homeless people into No, Vancouver in general there are homeless people. It's not as bad as LA or San Francisco or Seattle. I still firmly maintain, nothing has changed my opinion on this, that these people on the East Coast, when they talk about homelessness, I've just never seen homelessness like San Francisco, LA, and then Seattle. But San Francisco and LA is just another world. I don't know why too. We should watch something on this sometime. Do people really just go there because the weather's nicer or something? It is just insane. Every single overpass, so many homeless people. It's crazy. It's crazy. Also, we need a cage match between Santos and fucking Langdon. He needs to kick her ass, okay? You don't make eye contact with them either in the Pacific Northwest. I feel like that shouldn't matter. I don't think I've ever had a bad interaction with a homeless person before. Just sometimes they scream at you. On that same walk when me and V saw the crazy, whatever that performance art was on the street, I remember there was some guy that was screaming at us when we were close to our apartment. Something about us being married, and the guy, but like homeless people just scream at you sometimes, and I don't know. They're just, well, I mean, it's probably because they're fucking crazy. they're like literally they have like whatever mental illness untreated going on.
Any pain, sir?
No.
Spoilers. What?
What's oops mean?
I can feel it in the air here. This place is like
Why are these trailers so dramatic? Is this an official Twitter account?
quicksand.
I need help!
You're worried if you don't leave tonight, you won't leave at all?
What's going on? Code Hula Hoop, Central 14.
Code hula hoop. What does that mean?
Hospital worker
I can't show it. Somebody said it was not safe for work.
assault.
You ever gonna tell me what really happened in there?
Nowhere.
I'm very concerned by what I've witnessed today with some of the staff.
Why is this so dramatic? Robbie is out of control. Nobody calls him out enough for me. What do you mean he's out of control? Robbie's got it on lock, bro. What are you talking about? Fuck you. You're a hater. Robbie is gonna neck? Do you think he's gonna kill himself? Do you think that's why he wants to go on his drive? Fuck. Destiny, defend this.
It was my fault. Yeah, I wanted to keep going with Ativan and Keppra, but Dr. Moen had an excellent idea to treat for hypernatremia even before her labs came back.
Temps down to 102.4.
Good call, Dr. Mohan. Another minute.
God, this actor. Ugh.
More.
Listen, she was fucking stealing his drugs for no reason, okay? Clearly the other guys didn't need him. Louis died. Why would you waste drugs on... I was going to say on addicts, but I guess he's addicted. Fuck you. Destiny's unstable. He doesn't support Mohan and can't handle the new AI doc's good ideas for the ER. I will say one thing that super surprised me that I really appreciate. I sometimes there are stereotypes that are like so played out, or it's like, oh, I get it. And when they have like this is how we run our ER, and then the one lady came in and she's like, we're going to use AI to optimize the ER, and I was like, okay, I get it. So the pit are going to be like, these are the rough and tough street doctors that know how the game works, and here comes the retard lady with her crazy wacky technology suggestions. But it's nice that like she might have her wacky suggestions, but she's also super competent as a doctor, I guess, because she does that weird they have to do a special trach on that kid, and she does it like perfectly, I guess, because I think somebody else in there commented, and she was like, oh, I've only ever done this in the sim labs before. But usually when people say that in the Stanford simulation lab or whatever, but usually when people say shit like that, usually they're incompetent at everything. So I thought it was cute that she's not like a retard. Al Hashimi, I think is her name, right? No, she fucked it a little. Did she? I thought she did it. Wait, did I misread that scene? I was doing my emails at the same time. I thought she did it almost flawlessly. Because didn't the other person ask the surgeon that comes up from the other place? Didn't she ask her? She's like, oh, how many times have you done this or whatever? Yeah, she did it perfectly. Yeah, fuck you. The cut was bad. The surgeon got mad at the cut. Did she? Why should Santos be expected to forgive Langdon after what he did, where he faced basically zero consequences? Listen, he is in rehab. Didn't he take like 6 months off? Like, so he fucked up a little bit on the drug thing. Not great, but so his whole life has to end? Also, I think I would feel differently if she wasn't a fucking autistic cockbag to fucking everybody. She's more autistic than the actual autistic doctor. And yeah, he's hot as fuck. It's actually impossible to read the intention of the scenes in the pit, LOL. Have you seen all the Santos fans in the subreddit? They've interpreted everything completely differently. Wait, what? Link. Robbie literally scolded the nurses for helping the junkie, saying the hospital walls were a force field and to leave outside shit outside, and then immediately decides to worry about the ICE detainee. What? No, hold on. Robbie got mad because their computer systems are all down and they've got a ton of people that are in the hospital and these guys are out, and she took a doctor in training out to go and treat somebody that's not even a registered patient at the hospital, number one. And number two, when he said treat this hospital like a force field and leave everything on the outside, he was talking to, I always forget her name, the one brown doctor, because her outside stuff was influencing her performance inside the hospital. But those statements from Robbie they're not ironic, but like clearly Robbie is like the master emotion bottler, like hasn't confronted a bunch of shit that he has to deal with or whatever. So he's projecting a little bit, probably too harshly on the other doctor and getting upset at her for letting outside stuff bother her at the hospital when he probably has issues that he needs to deal with, right? Is it Mohan? Is that her name, Mohan? Do you think screaming at Mohan was justified? No, I think he lost his temper. Or he just has issues. I don't know if you call it projecting or what, but he has issues that he clearly hasn't dealt with, and he just got irritated seeing somebody else. Yeah, no, it wasn't good. Not good. Rank Santos, Huckleberry, and Dr. K. What? When will you watch Severance? It mogs hospital slop to death. I don't know. I can try. The problem is people keep marketing Severance to me as this hugely deep show or whatever, and I feel like I've seen several episodes of Black Mirror, and I feel like Black Mirror is like 90% slop. So I don't know. Did you watch ER back in the day? No. Santos, view spoiler. Sorry, I know everyone is kind of tired of hearing the complaints about Santos, but the news episode made me want to scream. Like, I kind of understand where Santos is coming from, but at the end of the day, it's not really your business or your life. Why is she so bothered? Like, I understand to a certain point, but to tell Langdon needs to tell every person in the ER what he did. Also, even if he did that, she wouldn't care. She wouldn't forgive him. She's just a fucking... She's just such a cunt. That's the issue. She's such a fucking, she's so annoying. Like, if she was nicer to other people, but notice how she's had confrontations with literally every single fucking person, right? If she was like on good terms with most people, like she calls people nicknames they don't like, she sucks at charting, she's just so many issues with everybody. She's nice to Huckleberry. She let him live with her. Yeah, because she's not a bad person. She's just like an asshole. I don't think she's like evil, but she's just like annoying as fuck. And then her seeing like every single time, like, be me, go to the hospital with Nathan to get a fucking vaccine. Nathan accidentally has a bruise from soccer. Get Dr. Santos. I'm getting fucking CPS called on me because she thinks I'm raping my kid in the arm with my fucking bruised it. What the fuck? Every single fucking person. She's like, we need to call CPS. Like, what happened? This child cried. Why were they crying? I don't know, but they're 2 months old. They're being raped. Jesus. They try to parrot Destiny media takes on Game of Thrones. Unironic. Who? What are you talking about? Hold on. What are you motherfuckers? The surgeon lady said she did a bad job. But that's the lesbian bitchy surgeon. Oh wait, that was earlier. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. Okay. Good job, though. Both of you found a way to feel superior to Chad. That's the important thing. Oh, actually, to be fair, I didn't watch chat while they were watching the episode, so maybe they were retarded. They were confused by every choice the doctors made, confused by he spent more blood and time on his dead friend's son's girlfriend, confused by Santos and threatening the guy. They're just fucking confused. Confused by Robbie and his emotional breakdown. This chat is too retarded, dog. I'm not kidding. They treat characters, plots, and everything like some logic debate. It's like, it's a TV show / movie, aka dramatization of things. Well, that last message was retarded. Just because you're dramatizing things doesn't mean they have to be retarded. But I feel like most of the decisions and emotional things by the people on the show make sense, no? As someone in emergency medicine, AI has been a huge help. With Epic, doctors used to spend a lot of time checking meds for contraindications or calling pharmacy, and in emergencies, time matters. Now AI scans the patient chart instantly and flags issues. You can't rely on it completely, but it's a powerful safety net that speeds up care. Dude, this chat was confused by every doctor's choices. Wait, people are saying she... Hold on. Andrew Wilson has confirmed he'll be suing Tilly. Okay, cool. I guess we'll be fundraising for it. Fuck. Was it the 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. episode? Stalked my last question. Do you think Santos was a little crazy for thinking that dad essayed that daughter in season 1? I don't feel like the show gave us enough to know if that was actually happening or not. Well, no. Hold on. I'm being harsh. To be fair, if I saw a kid with that many fucking bruises, I would assume that kid was getting the shit beat out of him. Although I'm not a doctor, so maybe checking for... It's not hemophilia. What's the name of the condition where you bruise super easily if you're not making enough? Is it a shortage of iron? Is it hemophilia? Is that where you bruise super, super, super easily? Oh, is it anemia, maybe? But that kid had a lot of bruises on him. He's asking about the guy whose wife was giving him estrogen. Oh, I wouldn't believe that lady. That's crazy. You're poisoning your husband? I don't know. Everything about that sounded crazy. I don't know.
To see if he has any purposeful movement.
I did. Ultrasound showed...
Free fluid?
Okay. Hold on. I gotta see if she fucks this up or not. Now I'm curious.
Michael.
Wait, when is it around? 20... Oh, no, wait.
87.
I don't think it's the right episode. Hold on.
Bronzo tape.
Bougie into the airway.
Show video? I can't.
Thoughts
It's
on what's next,
copyrighted.
Dr. Whitaker?
Insert the ET tube into the
And it's got a lot of blood.
Suction. Lots of blood in the airway.
Al-Hashimi didn't fuck up. It's just the type of cut she made is messy and the surgeon works have to clean it up, so Garcia was annoyed. Yeah, but it sounded like it was necessary because I remember at the end of this, Al-Hashimi, she snaps back at her because I remember this now because the surgeon is like, she says something snarky like, oh, well, we'll clean this up, I guess, in surgery or whatever. And I think Al-Hashimi is like, oh, well, maybe you guys will thank me that he's still alive. She fucking, she got him. She fucking got him.
Okay, bag him. Check the CO2.
Anemia is just low hemoglobin. UT doesn't cause easy bruising, but hemophilia... Oh, it doesn't cause easy bruising, but hemophilia does. Okay, thanks, buddy.
Sounds coming up in the 80s.
Bilateral breath sounds. And tidal CO2 is 70. That's crazy high.
It'll come down. Tie down the tube, control all the bleeders. Spray an empavepi on a stack of 4x4s.
Okay, stats are up to the 90s. Good. CO2's in the 50s. Good heart.
I feel like way too many people in this show are way too attractive. I think it takes away a little bit from it. This is like a fucking Jesus.
Heart rate.
You forgot the last step. Change your underwear.
How many of these you done?
First one.
You serious?
First one.
None.
I
And even Dr. Robbie hasn't done one of these.
practiced in the sim lab when I was at
She was in the sim labs.
Stanford.
What'd I miss?
All the fun.
Slash trach.
Seriously?
Fractured larynx, couldn't oxygenate, couldn't ventilate.
Use a meat cleaver on this kid?
ENT can revise the trach in the OR.
They'll be thrilled to clean up your mess.
Or maybe they'll thank us for not letting him die.
Oh! Smack! Even Robbie was like, ooh, you can't see his face, but wait. You can't take snips? You can't take screenshots of HDR content? Okay, good one. Based. Anyway. She got him. What? Everybody looks average as hell on this show, LeMayo. True, actually. Also, I think Sabrina Carpenter is a 6. It's not HDR, it's DRM. I mix these terms up all the time, sorry. Oh, I should have taken a photo with my phone, you're right. Also, I don't know if people made this joke before and I just didn't see it, or maybe it's because I've been away from Mel now for a while. Does Sabrina Carpenter look like Melina? Am I crazy? Sometimes I see stuff and I'm not sure I'm seeing like there's like a Photoshop. Somebody's fucking with me. I am crazy. Oh, never mind. Okay, just kidding.
Football history. I guess it was iconic also, but not quite in the same manner. But I watched that. That was incredible. The annual Army-Navy game is truly one of the most special occasions in all of sports, but in recent years...
Remember when you liked that random blonde woman's Twitter pic? Bro, that was similar, okay?
Most special occasions in all of sports, but in recent years, the football history, I guess it was iconic also, but not quite in the same manner. But I watched that. That was incredible. The annual Army-Navy game is truly one of the most special occasions in all of sports, but in recent years, the college...
Okay. I only followed college football as a kid. That's it. Just because of Cornhusker shit and then Callahan. Never NFL stuff because in Nebraska we didn't have an NFL team. I don't know if they do now. I have never in my life heard of this Army-Navy game. Is this actually like a big deal thing that like a lot of football players watch or follow, or is this just like a military thing? I had never heard of this shit before. Okay, a lot of people in chat saying yes. Okay, I guess it's just whatever then. I've heard about it all my life. How have you never heard? I'd never heard of this until a few years ago, I don't think.
College football playoff expansion has encroached on this sacred 4-hour time slot traditionally reserved for Army-Navy. So, what did I do? I went out. I don't know if I could have pulled it off. I have much more power in my second term, don't you think? What do you think? Would you say, Brendan? Much more power. First term, I don't know if I could have gotten away with this, but what did I do? I went out and said, I'm going to sign an executive order to ensure that the second...
Big in military communities, question mark. Did you grow up on base or were your parents off-base losers? My parents had real jobs and social lives that weren't confined to your little rat cages known as base. No, actually, my parents retired, I think, when I was like 6 or 7. So I've never lived on base before. Although I would go on base to buy my tax-free shit at the BX and the commissary. So get fucked.
Saturday in December, sign an executive order to ensure that the second Saturday in December is preserved exclusively. Nobody's playing football. Not Ohio State against Notre Dame. Not LSU against Alabama. Nobody's going to play football for 4 hours during that very special time of the year in December. It's preserved forever for the Army-Navy game. Now, if you don't want to watch football, you don't have to. But if you want to watch football, you're only watching one game. You're not watching 19 different games, all of them in many ways big. So, Coach, that puts a little pressure because the whole world's going to be watching. So nobody else is going to be allowed. Of course, we'll probably get sued at some point. We always get sued. But
everyone's saying this is a big game, or actually just Army/Navy brats/retards. I'm not saying that like there's not a rivalry or the people that follow this don't care a lot about it. I just never heard of this before. Like I'd heard of NFL shit and the Super Bowl and that stuff, and then obviously for college football and when we changed conferences, the Big Ten, all of this. But I'd never heard of. Maybe they mentioned it once or twice on the radio, but I've just never It feels like when I hear Trump bring this up, it feels like he's saying this is like a monumental football game that all football fans watch and care about. I just never heard of it growing up.
We always get sued, but we win those suits, and we'll win this one. The only game that's going to be played, so we preserve that time, no matter who it is. You're playing the Army
Do they play by NFL rules or by college football rules?
Navy game. It keeps it special. We like it, right? Are you okay with it? Huh?
College football rules. Wow. New reporting reveals that Trump's longtime friend and special White House envoy asked ICE to detain the mother of his child amid a custody battle. The mother of his child was deported last month. Wait, what? Why not put the name? Am I missing this? What's the name of the person? Why would you not put that in the tweet? Okay. Paolo Zampoli, a former modeling agent and longtime Trump ally. Damn. Did you see the clip of Trump patting that Secret Service woman on the ass? Nope. I saw this. Bruh. Move your camera.
Say that this
mate.
War need to stop immediately. The aggression need to stop immediately. Because everyone knows who is the big beneficiary of this war and dragging the whole region into this conflict. And unfortunately, what's taking place now, it's a serve for those agendas. Thank you very much.
Santos's issues with Langdon are really projections of her issues with justice, the abuse she faced, and the implication of how it was handled within her family, if at all, and the perception of him as a golden boy, as she put it. She feels like a pariah while he gets away with everything. Most likely, that is what happened in her own childhood. Yeah, but the issue is Langdon does seem genuinely really good at his job, right? So it's not just, like, he's not a... Well, I mean, golden boy doesn't imply that you're not meritocratically good as well, right, I guess? The one she should really be mad at is Robbie. It was on Robbie to report Langdon, not the student doctor. Listen, not to be a Santos apologizer, but... On the other hand, I understand where Santos is coming from. If I were in her position, I would feel upset about the situation too. He did break the law. I will say that the most unfair thing to Santos was that Langdon was definitely fucking riding her ass and kind of gaslighting the fuck out of her because it was her first day. It was already obviously, it's a TV show, so it's even more crazy as her first day. But then she's like, she can't open like a fucking vial of medicine. And Langdon is like gaslighting the fuck out of her over it, but it's because he's been tampering with it. So, I mean, like, I think she has like good personal reasons to be like, this motherfucker, you know? This is the clip. Listen, as much as I hate him, I think he's just happy. I don't think he meant it this way. That would be my guess. I wouldn't assume that. And then Langdon tried to throw her under the bus to Robbie when they're at the lockers. Yeah, I guess, maybe, yeah. She doesn't have to like him, but letting her disdain affect patient care is unacceptable. That is true. I don't think Langdon has ever taken something with him to a patient and fucked a patient thing up. Whereas it seems like she can get very emotionally triggered and then make bad decisions.